He only did 2 fights, right?
Crazy.
Well, in UFC.
Yeah,
The thing is that you need to protect these guys as well, right? Because it's a future cash cow.
he doesn't even wrestle.
No, exactly.
Could be fearful in his
Gable Steveson made a huge statement in his UFC debut, showing speed, athleticism, and striking skills that surprised a lot of fans. He came in with plenty of doubters. Now the question is whether the UFC throws him into the deep water fast or let him build his resume first.
Well, we knew that Gable Steveson, it was his debut. UFC signed him. He's basically this big name out there because he won an Olympic gold in wrestling. So we got an Olympic champion. Not the first time we see Olympic champions. We've had Ronda Rousey, Olympic champion in judo. He's got a gold medal in wrestling. So we knew the game that he's coming in. He's a heavyweight, so he's a big boy. I think he sits at 50 or 270 when he's just walking around. So very big boy, but he's not your typical heavyweight. He's not your Derek Lewis, not your, Tai Tuivasa, where they're just big guys out of shape. He is very agile.
Yeah.
So he's scary. He's more technical than athletic, which is something that a lot of people tend to forget, that heavyweights, 7 out of 10 will be athletic. They're not fat and slow and whatever. They're athletic. They're strong. They can move, but they're not technical heavyweights. Heavyweight, like the smaller guys are much more technical.
Yeah.
The Mighty Mouse, the Demetrius Johnson, they see the little plans. They're able to slow down the fight in the moment and able to control it and contort it the way they want to.
It's not about pure brute force and
however,
as opposed to
we don't see that in heavyweights. Maybe 2-3 out of 10 heavyweights are going to be technical. No, it's rare we catch these. So Gable Steveson is one of these rare gems. So the eyes are on him. And I think you were saying he tried WWE, tried football, and the UFC kind of scooped him up and they were like, let's see what you can do in the ring, in the cage, with your wrestling ability, because being a wrestler at a heavyweight level, it's an advantage. Most guys are all about standing and who's got the tougher chin and striking. So he comes in and it's a huge scare. So
because I just picture like a big guy, once you get him to the floor, it's hard for him to get up.
Yeah.
A big 250 bar. He's hard to get back up. So if you get him on the floor,
if you look at it, you say his wrestling is good. Like in the University of Minnesota, he was a super heavyweight wrestler. Yeah. 103 wins and only 3 losses, which is amazing. 2 NCAA national championship, 5-time All-American, 4 Big Ten championships, and 2 Dan Dodge trophies, and a perfect 59-0 record in dual meets. So, I mean, this guy knows how to wrestle, so he's able to go on the ground. There's no doubt about it. So when you look at it,
that's crazy for a heavyweight. We're talking.
Yeah, and right now, if I'm not mistaken, now he's 4-0.
In his professional record in MMA.
And you know what? Going back to what you asked as a question, should they throw him right away? Probably another 2 fights would probably be good for him in order for him to just
find his
game and start. Like, people are starting to talk about him right now, right?
Right.
So right now, and he already has a background. So the background is already built. So now he's 4-0. When you have a nice start like that, it's like in MMA. Obviously, people start talking. If ever you come with a record of 6-0, then afterwards, I think he's going to start moving up
serious.
Because if you move him too much, and they're saying he's a future. It's just So
don't rush him. Give him some easy feeds. And he's not a Josh Hockett where he's just yapping his mouth. Some guys are colorful. They're characters. I don't know if you know Josh Hockett, but he's just a colorful character. They're heavyweights. A lot of guys run their mouth. This guy's quiet, comes in, sniper, he takes you out, and he's out.
Yeah.
And he does his job, and he does it so clean and so well. I'm very impressed of how this guy, he wrestles. I've seen his wrestling. However, in this, back to watch the fight, he didn't take him down at all. The fight ended after 2 minutes and 31 seconds, and it was all stand-up. So that tells me another thing.
Yeah.
He doesn't even wrestle.
No, exactly.
To be fearful in his division.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That how he ended up taking this guy down by strikes, and then it was elbows and punches that got him the teeth. Yep.
And what he did, it was really, you take 1, 2, 3 shots, and it went straight down and brought him down from his legs and got him.
Yeah.
That's what he got him a few shots and then brought him down right away. And It's funny you brought Josh Hockett up because I was going to say that'd be interesting to watch him and Josh Hockett.
It would be, but it would be so one-sided. You see, like that, I wouldn't even think that would be fair game for Gable.
You got an American gold Olympus, and the American hero there.
Yeah.
He calls himself. He's an American hero.
It's crazy how we were just talking about Josh Hockett being this fresh, new, not oversized, but kind of agile, and now we got Gable, who's like the perfection of what a heavyweight should be at his style. It's going to be very interesting because I don't know anyone in the heavyweight division currently who has the skill that Gable has in his aspect. I'm not saying that everyone sucks. I mean, you got Tom Aspinall, Cyril Gane. These guys can move. Alex Pereira. They're all very agile guys. But Gable Steveson comes in at 230, 250. He's going to be fighting at 230, but like he walks around 250, 260. He's a big man for wrestling.
Right.
He's a wrestler. That's a huge threat in UFC, and that kind of shakes up the division because a few podcasts, I don't know, the fun juice that we're getting, not just the Josh Hockett where is this going? Is he a Jerry Springer type character where people are going to get fed up of just the talk, but he doesn't bring the game. He's nothing in the ring. Whereas Gable is, people are watching him.
Yeah.
And, like you said, the 4-0 record, bring it up to a 6-0 record.
Gonna rise. He's gonna rise.
Yeah, I was looking here. Alex Pereira, is he still a heavyweight?
Light heavyweight. He fought in heavyweight against Cyril, but he showed that he couldn't fight there. I mean, he has his chance in heavyweight. He owns his 2 belts already in the 2 previous divisions. But is he a good contender? I just said Alex Pereira because he's not that big, large heavyweight that you tend to find. He's more of, he could bring in this ground game. Well, not really a ground guy, but take him down. He's not hard to get back up. He'll get back up. He's pretty agile. He's a strong guy. I'm not worried about him on the ground. So that's why I think he would make a good matchup against a guy like Gable Steveson. A guy like Tom Aspinall would make a good match. Maybe even Cyril Gane would make. But I just don't want him, like, to go back to what Pascal said. That's a great point. Don't feed him these big guys right away. He's too early.
Exactly.
I know you want to give him the spotlight. Build it slowly. I think that's the best thing they should do with a guy like Gable. Keep him as a sleeper. We know he's there. Don't feed him too many big guys. Let him work up the division.
This is the media ranking.
Josh Hockett's already at 5.
Yeah, you went already at 5. Yeah, it's crazy. He only did 2 fights, right?
Crazy.
Well, in UFC.
Yeah, the thing is that you need to protect these guys as well, right? Because it's a future cash cow. If ever you know that this guy is a potential cash cow for the next UFCs, then if ever you start feeding him the big boys, first thing you know, you lose him and lose all the opportunities.
There goes your plan.
Exactly. So right now, if ever, like we said, if ever you go at 6-0 and then, you start feeding him a guy that is ranked, and then if ever he beats him, then he's up in the ranking, then you start building up his credibility. And
that's right. His name, his brand.
Exactly. People start talking about him, and then all of a sudden he becomes on a major card, and then can start promoting him properly to make good money.